Hi, my name's Ricky. I sell content to real estate agents. We do 800,000 a year. I'd like to be at 3 million. What I believe is stopping me is we do cold outbound from my Instagram. And after a certain amount of actions, sometimes we get restricted and it's terrifying.
Okay.
So trying to do more is scary. What I've done to help this is good organic content, paid, because how Andromeda thing works. Bringing people in, running the same play with my same setters. They're like, cool, you went outbound to get them, but now they're coming in to do the same thing.
Okay.
Which is cool. I feel like Ed told the story last night where you were like, you were doing the cold outbound and it wasn't working. He was like, I'm gonna have this heart to heart with him. And you're like, dude, I just figured it out, it's about to come. I feel like I'm there with that, but also outbound still works. I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do.
What changes about what you do on a daily basis if you add in the making your own content as the second channel?
The content's fine. I have that on. I make content, so we're on lock.
So then, sorry, can you restate the problem?
Yeah, the problem is we were getting clients by like going on Zillow and being like, oh, they're great. Reach out to them on Instagram, and then doing that 100 times.
Cool.
Doing that too much with too many message comments and things.
Got that.
About that. So instead of going out, I was bringing people in through paid on like good organic content. So that's how
paid on good organic content.
Yeah, so like I would make like a local celebrity ad being like, you're a top 1% real estate agent in. They would follow me, be like, yeah, they're a top 1% agent. Reach out to them. So it's still kind of the same, except it's inbound now.
Okay.
And that's not working yet. I think it might work.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, do I find some way to do more or outbound?
I'll answer this for everybody. The hardest part about marketing is getting the right person.
Yeah.
Once you have the right person, it's just sales motion. So like, not for me, like if we're thinking about like a football game, 90 yards down the field is just getting the right person to follow you, DM, opt in, book a call.
Yeah.
That's 90%. The other 10 is just how much friction do we need to add? That's it.
Yeah.
And so if people are getting on and they are qualified but not buying, we need more friction, not less.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, should I keep doing this thing that's not working?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that makes sense. Also because you making content long-term is what you need to do.
Yes.
It also feeds the cold outbound, right? Because you have that motion. So it's not like it's cannibalizing. And so when I think about like, is this a distraction? That was why I led with the first question. Is like, what does this change what we do? If you are going to make content anyways, and you already have the outbound team, and you're just driving ads down the funnel, and the only thing that's going to change, it's going to be more for them than you, is you'll probably have a team that has to follow a different motion.
That's part of the second problem is that it's so dumb that I'm saying it out loud. I took my best outbound person and put him on inbound, which makes sense, I think, the things you've said before, except for the fact that now outbound is going down and we're trying to make inbound work.
Yes. So it was the right call, but you just didn't do it at the right time. You needed to have somebody else on that side get as good as your top guy. You never stop a flow. Once the flow is matched, then you can duplicate it. And so you did the right move on getting the best guy over, because I don't like two news. So if I have a new channel, I want a proven salesperson. I don't want to put a new salesperson, new process. I'll never fucking know what the problem is, right? I know this guy can close, and I know he knows our process and all that stuff. So let's just get him to duplicate that, because they have to duplicate that process anyways. We have to duplicate his skill and what he does, his actions, to get somebody else to do the cold outbound. Once he's transferred that ability, that person's number is the same as his, then he moves over.
Okay, that's fantastic. Is it possible, last little part, is it possible to keep him on the inbound, have him help me train the new outbound person, and just do that?
I want to make sure I understand the question.
Yep.
He's currently doing outbound. That's not
So
working
I switched him to inbound. Like it's the
you switched him back to inbound. No, sorry. Inbound's the new one. Outbound's the old one.
Best guy on inbound, new person on outbound.
Yeah.
Outbound saw a drop, and now I'm like, fuck.
But what was the question?
Should I use my best guy to help me train a new outbound person?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
If you are a business owner and you are not growing as fast as you'd like, I'd like to give you a free gift. So my team and I put together the $100 million scaling roadmap, which is basically 200 hours of us looking over all the portfolio companies we've had and what stages of growth they went through, and more importantly, where they got stuck and how they got past it. And so we broke it into these 10 stages, and we made this little kind of quiz thing where if you put in your business information, it'll tell you where you're at, and the most important part for you, what to do for each of the functions of the business across product, marketing, sales, customer success, recruiting, IT, human resources, and finance. And so no matter what you're struggling with, someone else has already struggled with it and solved it. And so I'd like to give you this thing absolutely free. You can go to acquisition.com/roadmap, plug in your business information, and if you want us to actually help you deconstrain the business and you're trying to scale, we'd love to help you out. On the thank you page, you can just book a call with my team and we will look at the business, see if we can help. And if we can, we'll invite you out to Vegas and we'll do this in person live.